your relationship with the rugby club, obviously when you were chairman at Rovers, well, first of all you were tenants and then you became their landlords. Andy Robinson alluding to the fact that when Rovers suddenly were the landlords, that things weren't quite so rosy. What was your response to that?
I think he's putting the party line there, which is very I can tell you that the staff at Football Club, Ian Holtley and Ben Parker and safety officer, they literally ran Bristol Rugby games for them. I mean, there was a lot of experience that Bristol Rugby officials didn't have at the time, and you know, if it wasn't for the staff at Bristol Rovers, I think they would have big problems with getting their games played. So, you know, the relationship was always very good at that level. Maybe at the top people had their noses put out because it was once their ground and then it was taken over by Bristol Rovers, but I think a lot of that is sour grapes. You know. There was a good working relationship with the people who mattered.
Oh yeah, great crowds there as well. You know, when you go and watch the rugby down at the Memorial, there's good crowds, great atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although they're now saying 7,500 so far kind of average gates they've got at Ashton Gate. It's working well for them.
Yeah, well, they had to be successful for that to happen. I think they have been winning games. I know I don't follow rugby because if you cover football, you can't get to rugby games. But it was always the case. I think that if they were successful in having a good season, they were going to get crowds at Ashton Gate. If things didn't go so well, then people would have been saying we love the old Memorial ground. And we did have a tradition, right? And sport's full of tradition. And Bristol Rugby to me have always played at the Memorial ground, Memorial Stadium. So that switch had to be made. It's being made successfully because Bristol are winning.
New era, of course, and lots of clubs are moving. With London Wasps are moving to Coventry, so I suppose traditionally it's been ripped up, isn't it, in rugby terms these days?
Well, that's almost becoming the American football franchise system, isn't it? Where you can just keep the name and move to another city against the current hybrid football.
London Wasps, the new MK Dons.
Yeah, exactly.
The great thing is it's also coincided with pitches being improved, and it's the sort of pitches that we put down at Ashton Gate. I was saying when rugby used to churn up football pitches, it used to be hard for football supporters to take an excuse for footballers to play badly, and that was why the Bristol Rovers thing.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we first moved to the Memorial ground, the grass was 4 inches long, and I know, Ollie was trying to put a pass, and it'd go about 3 feet in front of him and stop. So, that was always a problem to us when we first moved.
It was good for the goal kickers, though. You just kept putting them over the bar. That was the problem.
Well, with people like Percy Purnell, we used to lose him in the grass a little bit as well.
You mentioned it. I mean, it's cost a huge sum of money, the turf for Ashton Gate, hasn't it? I mean, we're talking more than $1 million, I understand.
Yeah, and it's still, I think, it's sort of an experimental stage, and the only true test of it will come when they play them at the 3/4 of the season, rather than now, when there's been the winter weather on it. We don't yet know that it's going to be a perfect surface for Bristol to play football on for the rest of the season. I'm sure Steve Cox will want it to be that way, but at the moment it's looking pristine, and you'd expect that. They have spent an awful lot of money on it.
Play rugby on a 3-team fixture with a 4 because that's what everybody's trying to get now.
We'll see. I doubt it. But just one final thing, you mentioned right at the start there, towing the line is what you said Andy Robinson might be doing. Bristol Sport Limited, running Bristol Rugby, running Bristol City. Is there danger that Bristol Rovers might be getting left behind?
No, I don't think so. I think that Bristol Rovers, it's an independent club, and I'm proud of that, and long may it remain so.
So am I.
Well said, Nick. I've been looking at you all week.